Hi, Del Boy. Slight change, slight name change. Del Boy is on his own with his technical support and everything else. David Burrows, or I like to call him David Spielberg, but we're not Genesis Paranormal Experience anymore. It's Paranormal Acts, paranormalacts.com. To introduce this next clip, as you understand, I like to lay the emphasis on the extremely paranormal venues that I go to, that are scary and demonic and ghostly, because they're always in somebody's houses, in the kitchens, children's bedrooms, never in the bathroom while they're having a bath, but I'm sure we'll get there one day, but I'll close my eyes. But this one is personal to me because this is in my own home. There were me, my dog Bob sat at the side of me, and my toy playing into a dark room, and what unfolded before my eyes surprised me again. Like, I thought I couldn't get surprised anymore, but these are in my own home. You've got them in your home. They're sat watching me telling you about them, but we'll not go into that. So, without further ado, we'll move into this evidence that I was sat watching in my own home. And here you have Del Boy. Del Boy in preparation of his wife coming home from work. I am about to do a comment on Facebook and then start tidying my house up. The red thing you see at the side of me now has a big part to play in this, because that is not a structure that the sensor has put in me of me. It is an attachment to me of my spirit guide. Here you see me now very carefully placing things in a place where they will look more tidy. Move my guitar, which will come apparently later on, and tidying the throws up over the furniture so as everything is nicely spick and span. But just watch the red entity now. I missed this completely. As I'm shaking, look where the red entity is. It's actually having a ride on the throw on the settee while I'm shaking it. It's not attached to me. Now it is back joined to me. I missed that one, but I found that ridiculously amazing. Just note where the red entity's hands are half the time. They're not where mine are. Up again, final check. Pick guitar up, house is tidy, ready for my good lady to come home. Well, it's tidy enough for me. I'm going to get a telling off anyway. The red entity, look where the hands are. This red entity is not me. This is a spirit. It sticks with me most of the time. I'm playing the guitar. Look at that. That is actually a little girl called Emily that's riding the dog as he went into the kitchen. Dog, Bob the dog, with Emily riding on his back. She does that a lot, but she's part of my family. As she came back, Emily came back. Now what I want you to watch now is this. The red entity that is looking over my back pays a lot of attention to the dog. As you can see, clearly its hands are resting on my shoulder. You can see its thumbs. You can see its hands. This is not me. I'm playing a guitar. It's watching. There's Robbie Williams playing merrily away. Robbie Williams is a favourite of mine. Now watch what the red entity does. While I'm playing Robbie Williams, Angels, the red entity is actually stroking Bob the dog. Clearly. So you've seen a young child called Emily that's been riding on Bob. You've seen a red entity that's my spirit guide, one of them, having a ride on the throat while I was tidying up. And now you've just seen that red entity stroking a Nikita Cross Rottweiler dog in my own home. This one's a quick one, but I need you to just see this. Now, this is my brother-in-law. His favourite song was Angels by Robbie Williams. David's always around. Now, enter Emily. This took me quite by surprise, because Emily is my spirit guide, 7-year-old spirit. She's dancing her head off and jumping up and down. And if you have a look, she's actually dancing her head off and jumping up and down on top of the coffee table and on top of the laptop. This happened for 50 minutes while I was playing the guitar. Angels, Robbie Williams, and I've got a 7-year-old spirit child that were riding on Bob, dancing on the laptop. This was very emotional for me, but as I stated, I like to cry a lot. I'm a big softie. But what you're seeing now, this is in your house too. When you're playing your favourite song, if they like it, they're dancing to it. But who's dancing to it? Would you know? This is towards the end. I couldn't show the full feature film of Emily dancing to me playing Angels, Robbie Williams, because my fingers were sore. She's not out of breath because she's dead. She's been dead a couple of 100 years, so she can dance like that forever. But I had fun watching this, but you can watch it too. This is what's happening in your own home. Watch closely at what happens now. What is going to unfold before your eyes? We're very touching. And that's not me. This is me. Just I can't just resist a last strum with Robbie Williams. I could have showed you this all night. What is about to happen. If you see a tear in my eye, this is just emotional. Look, this is me. To know where Emily is I have to turn the laptop so as I can see the screen. I'm coaxing Emily away from the laptop. But just watch what happens. This is spirit human interaction, amalgamation, which we've been through once before. That's me just proving that there is no tricks here. But watch. This is me, and I'm actually talking to Emily and asking her to come to me. Now watch what happens. I know I keep saying watch what happens, but watch what happens, because it is unbelievable. There she goes. She's getting closer. She's now holding my hands. This is a spirit child. She's been dead a couple of 100 years. I should have been dead a couple of 100 years. But now, watch. I'm actually going to, she's going to sit in my hands. She's sat on my right arm. This is a 7-year-old spirit girl. Sat on my right arm. I'm now going to put both arms there so she doesn't fall off. Can you believe what you're seeing? Because I couldn't. And I'm actually watching this on the screen. But she's sat on my arms. And I'm saying, enough. Bedtime. To a 7-year-old spirit girl. She's giving me a cuddle, you can see that. She's putting her hands around my head. She's stroking me and patting. I asked her to go to bed. She went to bed. That to me, that to me is a massive point in my life. Now, a lot of people say, or everybody says, that Del Boy repeats himself. But the emphasis there is what I try to emphasize to everybody is you don't have to hunt a ghost, because there's a one sat at the side of you now. They're with you. You've just seen me interacting with a 7-year-old child spirit, and you actually saw a show from my wife's brother who died 18 months in. But to actually hold a child in your arms is emotional. But when they've been dead a couple of 100 years, that's interaction with spirits like I've never seen before. But I've got a toy that can prove that. So, if anything you've seen has left you with questions, please feel free to comment. Ask me a question, I'll get back to you. Please subscribe, follow, join me on my journey with me trying to get you guys and girls to believe that they are here when this body's gone. We actually stay. It's just that the people that move in the house after you can't see you. So, until next time, this is Del Boy and David Spielberg saying goodbye, see you shortly.